just a couple weeks ago, you hadn't really had much playing time, if any. Was it kind of hard to wait for your turn?
Yeah, it was kind of hard waiting my turn, knowing that I could help contribute. It was just wasn't my time at that point of the season, and I felt like back then that I could help, but then at the same time it was, like I said, it wasn't my time. So yeah.
You just kind of have to prove yourself in practice, and really it came.
Yeah, that's all. That's all it really was just me having to prove myself in practice, and it was just I was just a little late on concepts, and but I did bring a lot of energy in practice, and I pretty much did what I do in the game, so that helped me get on the floor.
Langston, do you feel like going through that helped you mature, maybe grow, mentally as well?
Yeah, it definitely helped me mentally. Just being on the bench and knowing that I could contribute, and but definitely it definitely helped me because it taught me just to never give up, and my time will come.
What are you getting moved in the starting lineup? Those games do for your confidence in the starting?
It did a lot. It helped me a lot, just because I felt like I was a legit Pac-12 player, and I could help, and coach also believed in me to put me in the starting lineup.
Was there ever a point kind of at the start of the year where you ever questioned your role in this team, or?
Yeah, definitely. Earlier in the season, I really didn't know what my role was. It was kind of scattered. A lot of things were going through my mind. But after a few practices, and I kind of understand what my role is now and where I belong.
How do you kind of define your role?
Just energy player, someone that can score when need to, someone that's always defending, someone that always can pump up my teammates and bring the best out of them.
Well, you shot the ball without hesitation from beyond the arc the past couple of games. Was this the first time in your career here that you felt that you kind of had the green light and had confidence when you were getting open look?
Yeah, definitely. When a little bit my freshman year, I had a spurt my freshman year when I was shooting the ball pretty well. But right now, my confidence has gone up, and I feel like I can shoot the ball without hesitation.
I feel like it's coming at a right time too, with the Bay Area teams coming up.
Yeah, definitely. That's always a big game for me, Cal and Stanford, just because that's the Bay Area, my hometown. But yep, definitely.
Were you recruited by either of those programs?
Yeah, I was recruited by them both, and but things weren't really looking right over there, so I couldn't be happier here.
When you were on the bench, did you learn to kind of approach games and see games a little differently and use that to your advantage and help you when you got out there?
Yeah, definitely. I took a lot of mental reps out there, just basically putting myself in a position like, what would I do if I was in that situation? It was really good for me.
Coach said earlier that you thought you were kind of farther ahead as a freshman than the other freshmen. Were you kind of surprised by your role at the start of the season?
Yeah, I was, but my teammates, they definitely approached the season just like how I did, and they came up on top in the beginning of the season.
Last year you played a lot in the beginning of Pac-12 play, and then your minutes kind of dropped off in the second half of Pac-12 play. So what do you have to do this season to maintain kind of the way you've been playing to keep your minutes the way they are?
Good question. That's just to basically just not to change. Just stay who I am, stay consistent. Don't do anything that I don't normally do, and just keep playing hard.
Was there a reason for your minutes dropping? Did you feel your play dropped toward the second half of last year?
No, I don't feel like my play necessarily dropped. I just think Coach wanted a different look, and he just had a different mindset of how he wanted to approach the end of the season, and it involved me getting less minutes, which is fine.
Do you feel like there were points where maybe you were trying to do too much, or maybe focus a little too worried about scoring and something that Coach Robinson mentioned?
Yeah, sometimes he felt like I was just trying to score and maybe do a little bit too much, a little something that's out of my game. We have solidified scores with Angus Brandt, Roberto Nelson, Devon Collier, and back then I really didn't know. I didn't really understand about like why like I didn't have the green light and why I couldn't shoot. But I definitely know now, and I just because we have such good players around me that can score the ball, and we don't really need me in to score. We need me in to do other things, and that's why I find myself in the starting lineup now because I figured that out.
Guys like you and Hallice and Malcolm have really been bright spots the past recently, sparks in the team. The team hasn't been able to sustain that for a whole game. What's kind of holding you guys back from doing that?
Well, we have a second team and we have a first team, and the second team is really, just chaos out there, and we have pride on the defensive end, and we also score, and our defense is the reason why we do well on offense. And I feel like when the first team figures that out, then we'll be able to just finish out these games.
What have you seen out of Hallice the last couple of weeks? Brought him more playing time.
He's a good player, man. He's all around good player. He could definitely shoot the ball. He could score in a variety of ways, but also he's starting to understand how to play D, which is really helping him out and really getting him on the floor. And I think that's why his confidence is so high right now. I mean, out of high school, he was definitely a confidence player, and it's good that he brought that to the college level, and he's showing.
You kind of relate to what he's going through now, what you went through as a freshman, and just kind of try to learn the program and learn what the expectations are?
Oh yeah, I definitely try to coach him through some things and show him the ways, and but Hallice he reminds me a lot of me my freshman year, so I definitely try to coach him through that.
Langston, you talked about Hallice starting to get things a little bit better on the defensive end. Do you feel like part of the inconsistency so far this season is guys trying to settle in and find their roles and not doing too much, playing out of their comfort zones and trying to sort of gel all those things at one time?
Yeah, sometimes guys tend to get out of character, and it's not really the game plan. So as long as we stay with our game plan, then I think we'll be fine. And until we get that, then I think we'll start winning some games.
I feel like the team has had the right level of urgency, consistently this season.
Yeah, I think we have been approaching our games with a lot of urge and fire. It's just sometimes we just fall short on the defensive end, and guys start hitting shots on us, and it's demoralizing. But I definitely see us approaching every day in practice and in games more better than last year, actually. So I feel like once we start following the game plan and stopping people, then that's when we'll finish it out.
Did you have any conversation with the coaching staff after the Akron game when you really started to get more playing time?
No, I think all the words talked on the court, and I think they understood that I wanted to play, and we didn't really have any conversation. It was just I got some time, and I did well, and now I see the court a lot more.
Are there times where you kind of look back on just where you were a few weeks ago, and is it kind of crazy to realize how quickly things can change?
Oh yeah, it's crazy. It was like 2 weeks ago when I wasn't seeing any time really. I was, getting a minute here, getting a minute there, and now all of a sudden I'm playing with like 30 minutes, and it's different. But I'm just here for the ride.
You and Hallice have shown the ability to knock down an outside shot. What do you think that's going to do for Roberto?
Yeah, I think that's going to open him up. I mean, Roberto is a marked man, and he and everybody knows he can shoot, but people kind of underestimate the shooters around him. So since we've showed in the last couple of games that we can shoot the ball and we can also score, I think that's going to open him up and Devon.
Growing up in Berkeley, were you a Bears fan at all?
Oh yeah, I was definitely a Bears fan. I was a Bears fan my whole life, and I went to a lot of games. Lived 5 minutes walking from the House Pavilion, so I was definitely a Bears fan.
What was it about the program that, you said you were recruited by them? What was it maybe that you felt like it wouldn't be good for you?
You said why wouldn't it be good?
Yeah, why did you decide not to maybe take that offer?
Well, just after seeing Jared's success over here, and I kind of really wanted to be away from home a little bit. It wasn't until my junior year that I felt like I need to get away from home. So maybe it was just a little too close. But the program at Cal, I grew up on it. Patrick Christopher is my favorite college player, so man.
Looking at Eric's first two games, when do you think Coach thought maybe he was a little tired? He wasn't thought he'd be good after practicing, but a little different in the game. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean it was a tough game for him, a tough couple games for him to come back with the altitude and in Utah and in Colorado. Those are two tough games and they're Pac-12 openers, tough games to come back to. But I feel like first game he had 10 rebounds and that was old Eric. But then when we went to Utah, I feel like he struggled a little bit, which I kind of seen coming. But I think with this good week of practice under his belt, he should be ready to rock.
How huge is that going to be once he sort of gets his game laid on him?
Oh, it's gonna be huge. It's gonna be huge when he gets back and he's able to play and play like he used to. I feel like these two games, I think we should start getting the old Eric back. I mean, it's been, I think, a year since he played with the ref on the floor with him. So it's pretty tough. Oh, we got Hallice coming in.
Looking at Stanford, studying them on the field, what kind of jumps off that you guys need to hone in on?
They got a great personnel. They got great players, players that I've seen over the years, and I think they have a few pros on their team. And I just feel like, yeah, they're a good team, but it should be something that we should be able to be in the game and we should handle them.
What are their strengths? What do they do well?
Excuse me?
What are their strengths? What do they do well?
They're a big team, and they attack the glass really well. And I just feel like if we keep them off the glass, that should be a good game. We should be able to keep it close.
Hallice, what's kind of been, the key for your performance the past couple of weeks? Just kind of, do you feel like you're just kind of really settling into a groove in the college game? What's kind of the key?
Just my confidence and the way I prepare myself for games, just constantly in the gym and watching film and listening to the older guys when they give me little details with the offense or just seeing what I can do defensively.
Where do you feel like you're improving the most since the start of the season
As a team,
as an individual?
well, I think I'm improving the most on the defensive end. And then just confidence-wise, I'm just out there, having fun and playing my game.
You and Malcolm sort of joke with each other and take pride in the fact that you guys have come off the bench recently, and it's really been a spark plug for this team.
Do you think you said do we joke?
Do you take pride in it?
Yeah, we definitely do. Each and every day since the beginning of the season, we said to each other since we first got here that we're gonna challenge the guys ahead of us, and it's gonna help the team get better, and hopefully it'll start to show because we do push the older guys in practice, and hopefully they could just start doing it in the games, and getting better defensively and playing with more energy.
Coach said he was talking about possibly changes in the starting lineup. Is starting something that's important to you right now? Does it matter to you right now?
No, it doesn't. They just want to win games. Most of the time, I'm in the game at the end anyway, so that speaks values right there. So I think we just gotta, put it together down the stretch, and we gotta get over the hump, and we'll get a W.
What'd you do for your birthday on Sunday? Did you get back in the gym?
I stayed in the gym the whole day. Me, Malcolm, Vic, and Jamal were in the gym. We watched the girls' game. Sometimes we take a little break, watch the girls' game. Watched my friend from UCLA, Kyle Anderson, play. He was on the TV, so just had fun in the gym and competed, shooting around.
What's it been like, making the move from the East Coast to Corvallis? How's that whole adjustment process been?
It's been tough, but I'm comfortable now. The guys help me get comfortable. I miss my family every day, but it's a part of growing up, and I made the decision to come out here. So I just got to live with it, and I just got to keep staying positive and just try to get better each and every day.
What did you get for your birthday?
My father, he works for Alexander Wang, and he sent me a box of clothes. So that's what I got for my birthday.
What's kind of been your thoughts on what Langston's been able to do the past couple of weeks, kind of going
Langston's been impressive to me. The way he came up he started from the bottom, and now he's back. Now he's back on top. You know, he stuck with it. He was in a really dark hole with Coach, and you know, sometimes he'd get down. But I had a couple talks with him, and the other guys had talks with him, and it's great to see him doing what he's doing now for the team.
Has he helped you at all? 'Cause, you know, Langston's somebody who
Definitely.
knows all the defensive end. Has he helped you along?
Definitely, he told me I could be an elite defender, and ever
If
since he
you
told me
wanna be.
ever since he told me that, I just been focused and locked in practice, trying to get better defensively, and it helps me in the games. He said I could become a very one of the Pac-12's best steal players. So he told me I could lead it. So he told me to take pride on the defensive end, and that's what I've been trying to do.
Charlie has said that he's not worried about the starting job, and he just wants you to play well for the team. And what does it mean to you having a guy ahead of you, an older guy who's the starter, expressing that confidence and being supportive of you, you are competing for playing time?
It means a lot to me. Me and Charlie spent a lot of time together. I was actually living with him for a while, so we were really close, and it just shows our bond, the support that we have for each other. When he's down, I try to help him out, and when I'm down, he tries to help me out, and he's been the big brother since I got out here. So for him to have the confidence in me to move into the starting lineup and not have a problem with it means a lot.
Coach Robinson's talked about the struggles, just to be consistent as a team. How do you kind of work on that, or how do you try to improve that?
We got to build championship habits. I learned a lot at my time at St. Anthony's, and we weren't always a championship team. It took one day at a time. We just had to keep sticking with it and listen to the coaches and believing in the coaches and believing in ourselves. I think sometimes as team we lack confidence, and I feel if we could maintain a high level confidence level and practice hard each and every day, we'll get better and it'll show on the floor.
And even as a young guy, do you feel like you can contribute some of that confidence?
Yes, definitely. And I take pride in that too. It's become more of a vocal leader. As a point guard of the team, you gotta know where everybody's at, and you gotta put guys in their spots and just talk defensively. That's what we lack on the defensive end. So we gotta talk more and communicate better.
You took 8 threes last game. I don't think you'd taken more than 2 in the game before that. Was that part of the game plan, or is that just how the game kind of went?
It's just how the game went. I was feeling it in the first half. The second half, the defense got a little tighter, and I wasn't really hunting my shot. So it actually came in the second half where I just shot open threes, and I was so open that it was shocking to me. So, because most of the second half, they were all on me every time. So I just tried to make the right play and not try to force it. And I took the open ones, and unfortunately I couldn't hit them until the end of the buzzer when it didn't matter.
Gary Payton night this weekend, how cool would it be to get a win with him in the building? Both of you guys could answer this. Come on.
Thanks, you guys.
Oh, I didn't even know he was gonna be here. But that should be cool. I mean, Gary, he's a long legend in the Bay Area. So I mean, that'd be cool for him to see us win with him in the house against a Bay Area team.
Yeah, and I played in front of him before against. And I was in Seattle in my All-Star game, and I didn't have a great performance. It wasn't even a game; it was a 3-point contest. But I think I made 2 shots. So after he's like, I'm gonna be up and check you out this season, and he came to practice, and he pulled me to the side and he said a couple positive words to me. So now it's when it counts, and it's in the Pac-12 conference play. So I think it'll be big if we get a win, and Langston and myself play well.
Still get a little starstruck when you see him?
Nah, he's just everybody's regular
Yeah,
human to me.
not really.
The only guy, there's nobody in the world, in the NBA, anybody that I'll be starstruck about.
What did you kind of enter this season maybe with a little bit of chip on your shoulder? Do you feel like maybe you deserve more big conference offers, or was that ever a motivating factor for you?
I had a lot of doubters making the decision to come play in the Pac-12. A lot of people told me, oh, too small and not athletic enough and stuff like that. And that really stuck with me and made me hungry this summer. I got in the gym with my guy, Joe Hahn, who came to the first game I had in my career high, the Quinnipiac game. He was in the crowd. So to have him come out here and see me, and then, he just believed in me and put the time in with me, invested time. And for me to come out here and do what I'm doing right now is a blessing, and I don't take it for granted.
Hallice, what do you see from Stanford on film?
They're great. They could really shoot it. They got good post players. They rebound well, and I think we just gotta come out and show our own identity. You know, sometimes we lack that. We don't come out with any swagger, anything. We just come out and we just look like we're not ready to play. I think Thursday night it'll be different.
Yeah, a lot of times it's not really the team that we're playing, it's us. We just have to play Beaver basketball, and I feel like once we stop worrying about the other team and what they do, we need to start worrying about what we do, and then we'll be all right.